Oh, can't you see we're running out of time? You're gonna lose your mind if you think you're doing fine.
Hey, Odyssey Universe, it's Xander, and welcome back to WWE 2K23 Universe Mode. Welcome back to NXT, the final NXT before we move on to 2K24 next week, which is when the intro will get updated. It is also the first NXT episode on the road to Worlds Collide between NXT and TNA, and we are kicking things off with the man who is currently the #1 contender to the NXT Championship after his fatal 4-way victory back at the NXT Roadblock event just 7 nights ago. I want to thank everyone who's being really patient with us this week. As you may have seen on a channel post between yesterday and today, literally in the hour between recording Raw and going to bed, the computer we ordered turned out to be a complete scam from Amazon, which is awesome. We love to see it. And so I'm a little trapped now. I'm going to be doing Dynamite tomorrow once again, and we are going to be scrambling to get Ray back in time for Wrestle Dream because I quite simply do not want to. Ray W pay-per-views are 3 hours long usually, and that is 3 more hours than I have to myself right now. As now here comes the dawn of NXT. Tony D'Angelo, he came short last week in the #1 contenders tag match for the NXT tag titles with Odyssey Jones and Obafemi. We'll be seeing Odyssey Jones in the main event later tonight. He's going to go one-on-one with Baron Corbin. Hell of a night ahead of us. NXT women's tag titles will be on the line later tonight as well. The Scarlett and Shotzi versus Damage Control match. I'll go ahead and tell you all right now that I forgot to get an updated Scarlett, so the belt's going to spin around her waist, and that's going to be the last time it happens before 2K24. Either way, Tony D makes his way to the ring. So it is Jimmy Uso, is Tony D'Angelo, one-on-one. Here we go. Tony D'Angelo, right hook connects to Jimmy Uso, and again, Tony D kicks him in the ribs, punches him in the back, down goes Jimmy. Tony turning him over now, goes for a kick. Jimmy with a kick on the ribs now. Knocking him back, Jimmy Uso, super kick. Grabs onto Tony D, goes for him. D'Angelo out of the way now, and Tony D'Angelo grabs onto him, throws him in the corner now. Clothesline, taking him down. And have D'Angelo with a stomp into the chest. He puts a boot to Jimmy now. Tony D has got him down. And Tony D'Angelo kicks Jimmy while he's down now. Tony D, with the #1 contender, slams down the arm. And Jimmy Uso holding his shoulder now, starting to get back up to his feet. D'Angelo getting him back to his feet now, and Tony D'Angelo kicks him in the ribs, does Jimmy. Jimmy Uso with a flying clothesline, knocking him down now. Now Jimmy Uso taken down by Tony D. Tony D'Angelo's got him down now, and D'Angelo punching Jimmy on the side of the head. And now Tony D'Angelo grabs Jimmy, pulls him in, and punching him in the gut. Tony D'Angelo's got him, and suplex, taking down Jimmy again. D'Angelo into a cover. Jimmy Uso's foot is under the bottom rope. Jimmy back to his feet again now, and Jimmy Uso firing away at Tony D'Angelo, kicks him in the ribs. Now D'Angelo grabs onto, grabbed by Jimmy. Jimmy Uso goes for him. D'Angelo out of the way. Tony D'Angelo now, belly to Jimmy Uso. Jimmy catches him though, small package now from Uso. Jimmy Uso now into a cover, 1 count for Tony D. Now Jimmy kicks him in the ribs. Tony D'Angelo knocked him back. D'Angelo goes for him. Tony D'Angelo now, elbow strikes from Jimmy. Jimmy Uso grabs him, lifts him up on his shoulders, and electric chair taking him down. Jimmy throwing kicks at him now, but Tony grabs him. Tony D pulling Jimmy in, grabs him, lifts him up, and Tony D'Angelo, Falcon Arrow to Jimmy Uso, taking him down. Getting him back up to his feet now. Tony D'Angelo goes for a kick. Jimmy Uso countering it now, and Jimmy Uso firing away at him, pops him up, and Samoan drop, taking him down. Tony D getting kicked away repeatedly now by Jimmy. Jimmy Uso's got him down. Jimmy Uso goes for a kick in the back. Tony D coming in now, and a takedown to Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso goes down. Tony D'Angelo grabs a hold of him. Tony D'Angelo with Jimmy Uso, taking him back towards the center of the ring. D'Angelo stalking Jimmy now, and Jimmy back to his feet. Tony D hits the belly-to-belly again on him. Jimmy Uso is down. Tony D'Angelo, the Don, going up to the top rope. Tony D up to the top rope. Tony D'Angelo goes for an elbow. Jimmy out of the way. Jimmy Uso. Tony D getting up into a super kick from Jimmy. Jimmy Uso getting him back up to his feet now, and Jimmy with a chop. Spinning wheel kick, knocking him back now. Tony D turns him around. D'Angelo with Jimmy, taking him down into a cover now on Uso. Tony D for the 1, for the 2. Kick out from Jimmy Uso. Now Jimmy rolls Tony back through. Cover. 1, 2. No! Tony D barely kicked out. Oh, and what a super kick. Right off the jaw to Tony D'Angelo, and Jimmy goes up, and he comes down with the splash. 1, 2, 3. Jimmy Uso with the victory. Jimmy Uso with the victory here tonight. A massive, massive win over Tony D in our first match of the night. Continues his reign as being undefeated in NXT since his arrival. But folks, before we move on, you guessed it, we got something from Bobby Roode tonight. It's usually about once a week he's got something for us. But, you know, I don't hype it up as a great big announcement every week. Sometimes it's just an announcement. Good evening, folks, and welcome to another exciting episode of NXT. I have a very brief announcement tonight regarding Worlds Collide on March 31st, and that is that we are going to have a huge multi-man tag team all-star match, Team TNA versus Team NXT at the show, and that is only one match happening at the show, and I can't confirm all the participants yet, but I will now confirm that the first member of Team NXT at Worlds Collide will be Jimmy Uso. I will reveal more members in the coming weeks, and I'm very excited for you all to see what we have in store here tonight. Well, speaking of tag team matches, what a segue. We are moving into some tag team action, as here comes Cedric Alexander to the ring. Former SmackDown Tag Team Champion. Cedric Alexander making his way down to the ring. A big match here tonight for him. A chance to go head-to-head. A chance to go head-to-head with the NXT Tag Team Champions. Cedric Alexander out first, and he is teaming up tonight. A man we haven't seen in a little while, but he's here tonight. He's teaming up with Ashanti Theodonis. So Ashanti Adonis and Cedric Alexander going to try the waters as a team tonight. This could be interesting for both guys. Of course, it's been a bit of a rough year for Ashanti Adonis. He returned to WWE last year alongside the rest of Hit Row, well, -1. And now he's all on his own. I don't know. Haven't seen B-Fab in months, and his tag team partner Top Dollar got reduced. He did lose a lot of weight. Looks good, but he also got released, unfortunately, for Ashanti Theodonis. And now Cedric and Ashanti take on the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders. Eric and Ivar, the NXT tag title around their waist. I think this may be the first time we're seeing them since they won the titles. So that's on me if that's the case. So the Viking Raiders marching down to the ring, though. They won the championships back at NXT Reloaded, where they won a big triple threat tag team matchup to become the champions. They beat the D'Angelo family. It was the women's tag that was the triple threat. They beat the D'Angelo family to become tag team champions in a huge match on that night. The Viking Raiders, champions again for the first time since the first season of the LS11 universe. So that is huge for the Vikings. Eric and Ivar with Valhalla by their side, ready for action. So no further ado, it's Cedric Alexander and Eric starting it out. Here we go. Eric runs in, Cedric with a right hook now, and Cedric Alexander grabs onto him now, grabs Eric, throws him off the ropes, and ducks him. Into a hip toss, taking him down. Cedric rolls through, kicks him in the head. Cedric Alexander taking him down. Tag is made to Ashanti Adonis. Now Adonis coming in now, and Ashanti Adonis caught, and fallback German from Eric into a cover on Ashanti for the 1, for the 2. No, kick out from, or saved by Cedric. Now Eric goes for him. Ashanti Adonis kicks him in the knee. Goes for another kick. Eric swings him around, and Eric grabs Cedric, though. Gets him up now, and Cedric Alexander dropped by Eric. Ashanti Adonis taking him towards the corner now, taking him into the ropes. Adonis now grabs onto Eric, setting off the ropes, and Ashanti Adonis went for him. Eric out of the way. Eric grabs him. Ashanti Adonis has got him by the back of the head, taking him towards the ropes. Eric knocking him back with elbow strikes to Ashanti Adonis. Eric now grabs a hold of him with Ashanti Theodonis into the corner. Tag is made to Ivar. And now the Vikings. He's up. And look at this. Ivar. Massive clothesline taking him down. Ivar comes in. Goes for a leg drop. Adonis rolls out of the ring. Now Ivar. Here we go. Tries to dive. Eric caused him to miss. And now Ashanti Adonis is crawling towards Cedric Alexander. Oh, and he takes a leg drop for his trouble, but Cedric is now the legal man. And Cedric Alexander dropping Ivar on his face. Cedric's got him down. Ivar trying to get back up to his feet, and Cedric coming back into the ring. Ivar's caught a hold of him now. Ivar, spine buster. Into a leg drop across the back of the head. And now Ivar just stomping away at Cedric. Cedric back to his feet. Jumping knee strike, taking down Ivar. Cedric now tags in Ashanti Theodonis. Adonis coming back in now. Big crossbody. Taking down Ivar into a cover now. For the 1. Kick out from Ivar. Ivar starting to get back up to his feet now. And Adonis. DDT taking him down. Goes for a boot. Ivar out of the way. Ivar grabs onto him, and Ashanti Adonis hit with a knee strike. Double axe handle as well, taking him down. Grabs onto him now, and Ivar with that roundhouse kick into a leg drop. Wiping out Cedric as well, and Ashanti Adonis in some big trouble now as Ivar grabs a hold of him, and Ivar kicked in the ribs now. Ashanti Adonis grabs onto him, sending off the ropes, and Adonis elbow strike, but Ivar's still standing. Goes for a kick. Ivar knocked back. Adonis grabs onto him now, and Ashanti Adonis with Ivar. Pulls him in. Ivar kicks him in the ribs, and Ivar now grabs onto him, pulls him in, and lifts him up for a suplex. Taking him down. Getting back up to his feet now, and Ivar grabs onto Ashanti Adonis. Throws him into the corner. And Ivar now goes towards the corner. Tag made to Eric and the Vikings, looking to hit the raid. And the raid has been hit. Cedric Alexander getting knocked back. Oh, and Cedric using a knee strike to regain his footing. And again. And he got him again. Eric at this point just cover Adonis. But Ashanti's starting to get back up to his feet. Ashanti Adonis kicks him in the ribs, grabs onto him, lifts him up. And taking down Eric. Ashanti Adonis in the corner. Tag is made to Cedric. Cedric Alexander now back to his feet. Alexander grabs onto Adonis, or grabs onto Eric. And now Eric firing away at Cedric now. He knocks it back. Eric for a forearm. Cedric counters now, and Eric off the ropes. Big running knee strike taking him down. Eric into a cover on Cedric for the 1, 2. And Ashanti Adonis now caught. No, he knocks back Ivar. And Ivar slams him down to the floor. And Eric slamming down Cedric with that lung blower. Into a cover for the 1, 2, 3. The Viking Raiders with the win. Eric and Ivar picking up the win tonight. Big win there for these two this evening. The NXT Tag Team Champions with the win. So the Vikings with the win. More coming up. You two are very dominant. You two are an incredible tag team. But Eric, Ivar, can you beat the best? You want to be the best tag team champions there are? Well, we can think of one set of titles the Motor City Machine Guns have never had. Gentlemen, we'll see you at Worlds Collide. I know I say this line a decent bit nowadays, but don't threaten me with a good time. Because I can now confirm Motor City Machine Guns versus the Viking Raiders is going down at Worlds Collide. And we are now going to find out who's going to walk into Worlds Collide as the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, as Fallon Henley and Kiana James with the NXT Women's Champion Bayley by their side, making their way down to the ring for this NXT Women's Tag Team title match. Damage Control trying to walk out tonight with all the gold in the NXT Women's division. So Bayley leads the charge. And again, I do apologize for the spinning belt glitch. I just completely forgot to swap out my Scarlett mod, and never got around to it. So, the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Scarlett and Shotzi, making their way down to the ring. That'll, like I said, it'll be fixed within the next, 7 days because we'll be on 2K24. Scarlett and Shotzi won those NXT Women's Tag Team titles back at NXT Reloaded. And now they defend the gold here tonight on NXT once again. So it's going to be Kiana James and Shotzi starting it out without any further ado. Here we go. Big knee strike there from Shotzi out of the gate. Shotzi with another forearm strike knocks Kiana James in the corner. Shotzi punches her in the face. Kiana James goes down. Shotzi coming off the ropes, and big cannonball into the corner, taking her down. Grabs a hold of her. Shotzi getting her back up to her feet. Shotzi with Kiana James over the top rope, and Scarlett taking her down. Shotzi with a baseball slide. Oh, shit! Went for a dive, missed by a mile. And Shotzi is right back up to her feet, though, and Shotzi back into the ring. Into DDT, taking down Kiana James. Down goes Fallon Henley now, and now Shotzi hit with a forearm strike. Kiana goes down. Kiana and Shotzi really are just the antithesis of one another, aren't they? Now Kiana's got Shotzi by the back of the head, taking her towards the ropes, countered by Shotzi, who knocks her back with some elbow strikes. Shotzi now grabs a hold of her, sending Kiana into the corner. Kiana James, tag made to Scarlett from Shotzi, and now Scarlett and Shotzi. Right hook from Scarlett. Scarlett grabs onto her German suplex, taking her down. Now Scarlett putting the boots to her here. She's got Kiana James down. Kiana rolls in. Big running neck breaker there. Takes down Scarlett. Scarlett's starting to get back up to her feet now, and Kiana James goes for her. Scarlett grabs her. Pulls her in. Atomic drop. Coming off the ropes, and Scarlett. Big boot there from Bordeaux. Into a senton. Into a cover now. Scarlett cover for the one. Saved by Fallon Henley. Now Shotzi starts to go after Henley now, and oh! Drop kick there from Scarlett to Kiana. Scarlett getting Kiana back up to her feet, kicks her in the ribs. Scarlett. Kiana James grabs her and swings her around. Goes for a kick. Scarlett grabs her and swings her around. And snapmare. Scarlett's got her down, hits the ropes. Knee into the back from Bordeaux. And now Scarlett grabs onto her. Scarlett grabs her back up to her feet now, and Scarlett with Kiana into the corner now. And Scarlett. Tag is made to Shotzi. Scarlett and Shotzi now. Right hook from Shotzi. Into a massive chop block there. Senton across the chest, taking down Kiana. Kiana James now out of the ring. Shotzi with a massive dive, taking her down. Shotzi's like a freaking fireball when she comes in that ring. Grabs onto her, throws her back in now, and Shotzi grabs onto Kiana, getting her back up to her feet. Shotzi ducks under, grabs her, and sliced bread from Shotzi. Down goes Fallon. And now Shotzi's got Kiana James down in the center of the ring, and Shotzi, like I said, it's like a freaking fireball, and they're went for the senton. Kiana out of the way now. And now Kiana grabs onto Shotzi, and Kiana throws her off the ropes. Kiana James ducks her. Leapfrogs her, and James grabs onto her. Sidewalk slam to Shotzi. Takes her down into a cover now. Kiana for the one. Shotzi kicking out. And Kiana James with a flatliner to Shotzi. Has got her down into a cover now. Kiana James cover on Shotzi for the 1, 2. Kick out from Shotzi. And now Fallon Henley is tagged in. Fallon coming into the ring now, and Fallon Henley goes for a right hook. Countered. Shotzi kicks her, knocking her back now, and Shotzi grabs onto her. Pops up. Taking down Fallon now. Fallon Henley goes down, and Shotzi taking down Kiana James. Going up to the top. Shotzi. And Shotzi with the senton. No, missed it. Fallon Henley back to her feet. Forearm from Shotzi. Knocks her into the ropes now, and Shotzi with Fallon Henley. Collides with the referee, but Shotzi swings her around, kicks her in the ribs, pulls her in. Shotzi taking her down. Into a cover now on Fallon Henley. Shotzi cover. 1, 2, 3. And in quick fashion, Shotzi and Scarlett retain the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Big win there for the Women's Tag Team Champions, Scarlett and Shotzi. Gonna keep the gold for another night. Our main event is just moments away, though. Baron Corbin versus Odyssey Jones. But before that, we are going to be hearing from the NXT North American Champion Axiom, who, if you saw on Twitter or in the Discord this weekend, we have a big announcement regarding his week. So Scarlett and Shotzi retain. Normally I come out here each and every week, and I defend the NXT North American Championship against the best of NXT. But this weekend I've been invited to Friday Night SmackDown for the first episode of LS11 Universe in the WWE 2K23 era. I've been asked to defend the NXT North American Championship against one of SmackDown's greatest in Montez Ford. I have a lot of respect for Montez Ford and what he does. So this Friday, there will be respect in that match. But I will not be holding back. I will not hesitate. I will keep defending and I will retain the North American Championship, and I will continue to prove that I am on the road to being the greatest NXT North American Champion. Alright, it's main event time, folks, here on NXT. As here comes Odyssey Jones to the ring. Odyssey Jones storming down to the ring tonight. He has got a future NXT Tag Team title match on his way. He and Obafemi winning the number one contenders match back at NXT Roadblock last week. But tonight, he's going one-on-one with the number one contender to the NXT Championship. Or, not, excuse me, not to the NXT Championship. But the man that has been officially announced is going to be challenging for the TNA World Championship at Worlds Collide. Odyssey Jones has made his way down to the ring. He's going one-on-one with Baron Corbin. Corbin rolling down to the ring on his motorcycle tonight. No one expected to see Baron Corbin at the end of a TNA pay-per-view, but it certainly happened. So Corbin has made his way down to the ring. Baron Corbin and Odyssey Jones, it's our main event. Without any further ado, Corbin and Jones one-on-one. Let's do this. Oh, and by the way, the big trucks is gonna eat the little trucks. Just one more for 2K23 for me. On WWE, I've still got to do Dynamite and TNA. Spine Buster from Odyssey Jones. Turns Baron Corbin over, goes for him. Corbin kicks him in the back of the leg. And now Corbin runs in, clothesline attempt. Odyssey Jones grabs him, and Jones taking him towards the corner. Corbin countering now, and Baron Corbin hits the ropes. Odyssey Jones and Baron Corbin collide. Corbin with a clothesline taking him down. Now Corbin runs off the ropes. Corbin boots him in the face. Corbin kicking away at him. Now he's got Odyssey Jones down. Corbin putting the boots to him. Jones is down now. Corbin getting him back up to his feet again. Baron Corbin with a jab knocking him back here. Odyssey Jones runs him through though. And now Jones has got Corbin down. Odyssey Jones grabs Baron Corbin. Pulls him in. Lifts him up. Sidewalk slam taking him down. Corbin rolls out of the ring now, and Odyssey Jones goes up to the top. Jones. Oh God. Odyssey Jones looks to fly, gets caught out of the air with a jab from Corbin. Jones with a shoulder block, taking him down. Odyssey Jones. Knocking back Corbin. No. Jones went for a pounce. Corbin out of the way. Corbin grabs hold of him, and Baron Corbin sweeps the leg of the big man. Corbin grabs Jones, getting him back up to his feet now. Baron Corbin over at the count of 5. Back into the ring goes Odyssey. Grabs him back up to his feet now, and Baron Corbin with Odyssey Jones. Here we go. Sending the big man off the ropes. Corbin tries to grab him. Jones out of the way now, and Jones runs in. Oh, chop block taking down Corbin. Now Corbin. Deep 6 connects. Grabs onto Jones, getting him back up to his feet now, and Baron Corbin. No, Odyssey Jones with a headbutt knocking him back. Jones firing back on Corbin now. Odyssey Jones scoops him up, and Jones throws Corbin overhead. Corbin out of the way. Corbin grabs him, pulls him in, and hits it. Corbin nails the end of days. 1, 2, 3. Baron Corbin knocks off Odyssey Jones tonight. That end of days was something impressive. Corbin putting down the big man tonight. Baron Corbin. See, that's what a real world champion looks like. That's what a guy that's going to lead a company into the future looks like. That is why... Oh, hang on a minute. Well, here's the NXT champion. Andrade Cien Almas. The NXT champion is here. Andrade won the NXT title last week from Tyler Bate. What's he doing here tonight, though? Zelina Vega not by his side at the moment. Andrade coming out to confront Baron Corbin, it would seem. Andrade making his way down to the ring. Baron win. You're talking about being a world champion. Hermano, you're looking in the wrong place. Because you ain't even close to being El Idolo. I don't know what the hell made you think to come out here, Andrade. Last I checked, you're not the world champ I'm talking about. In fact, nobody was talking about you. Oh, was anyone out here saying, oh, we gotta talk about Andrade. Oh, we gotta talk about the NXT champion. Oh yeah, somebody should really say his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Well, there he is! The TNA World Champion! Joe Hendry is here! Joe Hendry making his way down to the ring, TNA World title around his waist. Joe Hendry is in the house. It's already confirmed he's main eventing Worlds Collide. And these people are shocked. Andrade and Baron Corbin are shocked. Look at that shirt. Joe Hendry's here. What the hell just happened? Well, you see, gentlemen, it's a bit of an unspoken rule in this business that when you are looking for 252 pounds of pure motivation, the answer to all of life's questions, the TNA World Champion, Joe Hendry, all you have to do is say his name. And Baron Corbin, you did more than say my name a few nights ago. Because you see, a few nights ago, you walked into my home. You walked onto my territory of TNA Rebellion. And you decided to get in my way. You decided to lay out Joe Hendry. You decided to hit me with the end of days. And you decided to stand over me and laugh. And you claim you want to win the TNA World title. Well, I think you need some motivation. So I'm going to motivate you, Baron Corbin. I'm going to motivate you to try. Try your best to beat Joe Hendry. And I say try because you will not succeed. Is that what you think, little guy? Is that really what you think? You think you can beat me? I've beat bigger. I've beat stronger. In fact, I've beat guys that have beaten you over and over. So yes, I do. I know I can beat you. I just walked into your home turf. You walked into mine and laid me out. Yeah, I'll do it again. And Joe Hendry, wiping Corbin out of the ring. Baron Corbin, let this be a message. These people believe in Joe Hendry. Oh, wait a minute. Corbin's coming back in. Corbin. Hendry's got him. Hendry launches out of the ring. Joe Hendry lays out Baron Corbin, the TNA World Champion, standing tall to end NXT. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching the final NXT of 2K23. We'll be on 2K24 next week. AEW, TNA, and Wrestle Dream this week will all be on 2K23, but SmackDown is where 2K24 begins. Until next time, everybody, I've been Xander, and that was Universe.